Hello again and welcome back. I hope you're having an absolute magical day and thank you for taking the time to support the channel. You may know me as Hello Good Game, make quite a bit of Magic the Gathering content on YouTube, but I also love to day trade for many years now and do the day trading, we do the swing trading and the long-term investing. So I'm going to go over all of that here today within our daily review. It's a quick one. Getting caught up on everything. I've been a little bit behind, but this is coming out on time. So even if it's a little bit of a lighter edition, if it gets out on time, that's more important. And it's a long weekend. Thursday and tomorrow is half day and Friday's closed. So really kind of kicking into that summer vacation mode, and we're going to expect, a little bit of a lighter volume inflow, just less active until fall rolls in and the volume really does start to flow again. So our morning watch list, CYN, readies for the next phase of growth with funding secured through 2027, right? So this company had news with NVIDIA. They're like, we're going to do some self-driving vehicles for the industry. And, they also did a couple offerings, 2 offerings they did back-to-back, raising capital by selling shares. And that's great. We can pull it up, too. Let's just look at it. CYN. Right, so they did some pretty crazy moves here. Just insane, right? Like, $30 up to $40. That's crazy. But doing those offerings throughout the process kind of kills that flow, right? I think they even did another one right here in the morning. Like, right in the morning they did it. But they said they're done doing offerings, right? They've got enough cash, so that kind of gives some investor confidence that, okay, we can start to load this boat and not get sold out on. Got some movement this morning into open, by all means. News pop. I might have even actually been on this, and I forgot to journal it. But this is just the strength of that initial news pop here. Very, very nice. It's not worth going through. Well, I guess we can. What did this pay out early? I didn't even have this journal for you guys, so it's not worth doing. But an 8-to-1 RR on that initial pop. Totally forgot about this. I totally forgot about this trade. And it peaked out at almost a 10-to-1 in the morning. Really, really nice stuff here. I'll have to check my main account, see where we scaled out on this. Busy day, getting caught up on everything. I guess this one got past me. Let me type it in. I'll at least get you my entry. Okay, so it was suboptimal. 1442. Selling at 619. And then we're back in mid-morning. 16.2 out at 17. So a couple quick scalps on my personal account there. This just happened so fast, right? So probably marked it out on this account. And then I was like, wait a minute, why not entering this on my main account? And then we get in, a little bit suboptimal to this entry on our main account. But, this is right as I'm getting out of bed in the morning, signing on. And very, very beautiful. And I just forgot to chart it on this account. We did trade it on my actual account. I just use this for charting. But I totally forgot to journal it, and just a couple quick scalps there in the morning. So nothing really serious, but still good to review. And it broke down really hard. But that's because of volume rotation. We just had such aggressive runners today through MOGO and SONN that we're going to talk about in a second here. So this is CYN, that NVIDIA automation collaboration news. Kind of cool. Let's see how that pans out, into the future, right? MOGO's up next. So they sold some stuff, some assets, generated a bunch of cash, and they're going to put that cash into crypto treasury. This is pretty cool. 50 million, right? And what sets this apart, and we'll just look at it on the bottom here. What sets this apart is that they're not doing a dilutive move to generate the funds for that treasury. So they just sold some assets. They've got the cash. Now they're going to buy the Bitcoin, which is probably better than selling shares to generate that cash, at least if you're a holder. So same old, same old. This is a beautiful play, right? This is something I really liked. Got that news pop, got the pullback, VWAP reclaim, entry on that reclaim with our stop below the pullback low. Easy peasy. We get our 1-to-1, we get a 2-to-1, we get a 3-to-1, we get a 4-to-1, and then right here we get our 5-to-1 trade, which is beautiful. And then we're starting to now incorporate, because I've been clowning out a lot, we're incorporating a 10-to-1 risk reward for that last 1% of our shares, right? So this is pretty cool, and you know, not that we have a large position anymore, 1% of our trades, but still there. We'll see how tomorrow goes. I don't expect much though. And yeah, just the power of a crypto treasury news play with no dilution attached to it. Really nice run, right? DIAC. I don't know if this had news. No news, beating down IPO. This can't be it. This is SPY. DIAC. That cannot be it. DAIC? Maybe I'm dyslexic. You sure are, bud. No! Maybe I'm dyslexic. So this had movement yesterday after hours, and I think it was even maybe on our watch list here yesterday. No, it wasn't. I didn't form a watch list yesterday after hours, but it was here, right? We've got the after hours movement and that pre-market movement, pullback. Here's a reversal. Here's our key level at the 200. We push it all the way up and kind of get past VWAP, but then it dies, right? And that's because there's no news, and it may be popping hard, but as soon as something with news comes out, right, a supportive move, then it dies, right? Which is pretty cool. What else do we have? That was our Wint. Wint is up next. So this had a super explosive move in the morning. They announced a patent for heart failure. I guess that's pretty cool. News pop didn't really pull back underneath VWAP. It just held, right? And this is why I didn't have an entry here. I was waiting for a pullback into a reclaim. I want to see that pattern play out, but it just went, and it was really strong all the way, from 50 cents up to $1.10. So really good, strong movement here, 100%, but pulled back and did die because, a patent that's not yet made any money is not equal to, the hype of buying 50 million in Bitcoin, or SONN we could talk about as well. They had a SEC form filed in 8K today. And where was that on the top? I should probably look what's in that 8K. I don't even know. We just play volume, right? So really low volume in the morning, really kind of sketchy trades. It's not something I want to be involved with. But once that volume starts to pick up, right, then we kind of can consider to look at it and play with it now that there's general liquidity involved. And we see holding the 50. So we want to get in on it, right? We'll put a stop loss under the 50, enter on the VWAP reclaim. There's our 1-to-1. Here's our 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 4-to-1, 5-to-1, and of course our new 10-to-1, which actually paid this afternoon, which is insane. We didn't re-enter. I was kind of busy recording magic videos, but this re-entry here in the afternoon would have been just such gas because we see it holding the 200, holding the 200, holding the 200. on that VWAP reclaim reversal, anywhere here would have just been absolutely gas entries for this late afternoon run. But we're still in it without getting stopped out from earlier. Pretty decent, and just this is ungodly today. Let's just do a price range. 310%. That's fine. And then okay, was our only day trade today. And after this, I was like, we're good. We did have some watch lists though. XLIT, LIXT, Jesus. Popping right at open, right? But didn't hold, couldn't hold. Reclaimed, couldn't hold. Holding the 200, that's nice. Reclaimed, and well, we're still here. So, honestly, this is going to stay on the watch list for continuation. This was not bad. No news, small market cap, high relative volume. Usually without news, you'll see it die. So maybe this has something happen to it tomorrow. Wolf. This yesterday had some steps to implement restructuring to strengthen their capital structure, which I guess is good, right? Limit their debt and what have you. Again, getting some nice flow at open and holding trend, but this afternoon it did lose trend, which is unfortunate. No trades here either. And then we have this afternoon, ABI, which I actually wasn't around a lot for. I just kind of threw this list together really quickly, looked at the scanner because I did take a nap. Don't judge me. It's doing something, right? It's doing something. Let's see what it does tomorrow. It's a bean down IPO, I think. This came out today for $100, and it's just been slaughtered. Walked literally down to meet Satan. And now this afternoon, we got a reversal. We got a key level breakout or two. I don't know. Let's watch this tomorrow, see if we can get some flow. I don't want to touch it, but I'll watch it. It's like going to the strip club, right? You don't really want to touch that. You watch for a second. I'm just kidding. NCL is here. They're going to announce compliance with the stock exchange, which is great, I guess. Probably not good at all. I hate penny stocks. Just watch it. Don't play it. MINM. What do we got going on here? Ooh, that's not nice. Acquiring advanced tech suite expected to supercharge whatever that is. LOL. IoT AI content audience targeting platform. I don't know. We'll see what it does tomorrow, right? Like volume pop, news pop. Well, even if you played that way, volume pop, pullback, enter on VWAP, reclaim, scalp it up. That's what you would have wanted to do here. And then it dies like everything does. Not even holding the 200. That's pretty gross. Legitimate round trip. We probably just delete this off the watch list. And then ICU also doing nothing. They're announcing positive listing determination. So they get to hang around, right? They're like, well, we're going to kick you off, and then I guess you can still stay here. So maybe this gets a run because people were expecting it to, get delisted, and now it's staying. So it could see some flow. Little itty-bitty market cap too, right? So that's my whole day. Nothing much going on here. SPY, I guess we do that on the top chart, don't we? Hit all-time highs again today. It just keeps on giving. We're at 620, which is insane. And I was scaling out some more of our longer-term plays here, just bleeding it down. We pulled out about $3,000 so far. 9,000 still in unrealized gains. Up to about 12% in just over a month. I started this on the 30th last month. It's the 2nd today. So about 11% in 1 month. Definitely not bad. And it's been a turbulent month as well. So hopefully, we can get a nice run on this into the summer. GameStop. Well, it's also the SPY summer sell-off event coming out soon. We got obliterated here the other day. I was hoping that we'd fill the gap. All right, we got this nice gap we wanted to fill, but rejected it. So, there's not much happening here. Volume's low. IV's super low. You see some FUD on super strong. People, I don't want to be here anymore. It's like, okay, I do. I specifically want to be here right now. And that's, okay, so here's the lesson for today's GameStop section is training your psychology to be the opposite or contrarian to the masses. People are all elated when their stock is up. I'm green 300%. Woo, I love this stock. No, 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 no. That's when you want to be sad and somber because you're selling it. You don't have that anymore. Womp, womp, womp. And you want to be happy and elated when you're typically, oh no, when the stock is down because now you're buying on the low, right? That's a good opportunity. You should be happy about that. And when you sell, um, you're relieving yourself of that opportunity. So it's like a little bit of a letdown. It's you're still proud of it. It's like when a kid leaves, they're graduated, they're all gone, leaving the house, and it's sure sad. But at the end of the day, you did your job correctly, which is the important part. So there's some reward there. Um, yeah. So GameStop's a good time to buy, in my opinion. Um, all these people got their Wyckoff patterns and their Elliott waves out. It's like, settle it down, man. What's the 1 hour chart look like? There's not enough liquidity to track it anywhere else. I spy with my little eye still this downtrend, right? So as long as this line holds, I'm good. I spy with my little eye the 200 acting as a rejection point and this trend line building up to it. We're going to connect here, right? And which way do you think we go? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, you guys know which way I think it's going to go. This is a giant breaker block. So this was a bearish order block right here that we've now broken, changing it into a bullish breaker block. And you want to break the block, retrace into it. Take your entries back in the block with your stop up below the block. So if you did want to enter this trade new, here's your long. Right, here's your stop. We should have probably entered it in here. There's your stop, and here's your 1-to-1 that you'll aim for. And honestly, if you entered in on this, even here, if you entered, you'd be out here. You'd be out here. Or at least scaling. As far as the technical setup goes, I know I got to get to my $30 here, but just make the quick trade, scale some of your profits, and let the runners do the running, right? Your whole position doesn't need to do that. It's a lot of exposure. Yeah, I've got nothing for GameStop, really. I think, we're still just in this period of consolidation below the gap. It is what it is. I don't know if we're going to get to double bottom unless, there's some crazy geopolitical downturn in the broader market. But things look pretty good, I think. We'll see. We'll see. I'm wrong all the time. I would love to test this 32. This buy side liquidity. I would love to fucking get another rejection there, right? Again, I'll be here. I'll be updating you. I'm in the Discord if you have any questions or in the YouTube comments as well. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon in the next.